everyone, I thought that I would show you this this gift that I got for my birthday from my sister. Now she bought me these pencils. They're obviously a little tin with 12 in and they are metallic. So I haven't opened it, well I have opened it, but I thought I'd just show you how it came. It comes in this with this little slip case or whatever you might call it of card, and it's from Hobbycraft. So this is like their own brand of pencils. Hobbycraft is a craft shop in the UK. I'm sure they've got an online shop and I shall link to them in the description if you're interested. It does say, interestingly, Shaw and Marsh, as if that's the brand, but on the back it definitely says Hobbycraft. So I'll find the link for those if you are interested in having a look. So that is those. And the tin is sort of gold. It's rather pretty, and it's got that Shaw and Marsh on it again, and it looks like that. It's a hinge tin, which is quite unusual. Usually quite often pencil tins, the lid comes right off. You get this sort of protective thing. And here are the pencils. So you can see there is a selection of different colours. We're going to try them all out in a minute, but I should just take one out if I can. They're quite hard to get out. So we can see they've got a black barrel. They're reasonably thin, just the size of a standard sort of graphite pencil, and it's got the name on it here, Space Grey, and we've got the dipped end so we can see what colour it is. And they've been sharpened to a flat end. Okay, so we're going to try them all out. I picked out a picture that I thought might work. I don't know what I'm doing here. I found, I haven't put my light on yet, I'll put it on in a minute. Now actually, I just didn't want it to shine off the tin. This is from Hanna Karlzon's children's colouring book Space. I just thought it had rather good large areas which might be good for using these pencils to try out the different colours, and we can try some blends in some of these bigger areas I felt. So I'm going to start actually with this Space Grey that I picked out first, and I think it might be quite a good colour. We don't actually have a black, so I'm thinking maybe the eye, and I might just concentrate on the bee to start with. It's coming a little closer so you can see properly. There we go. So Space Grey. So here is his eye. I'm going to start by going around the edge. I'm going to try and layer up a little bit here, and then do a bit less as we go towards the middle. I haven't sharpened this, as you know. They do seem quite shiny in a sort of oily type way, but if you can see it catching the light. It's easier to tell once we've done a bit more. But I'm just layering it up a little bit more on those edges. I think I can see the difference, but maybe it's tricky. And I might use this for the legs as well. So here, I'm going to put a few more layers down here. I'm finding it hard to colour with this square end. I'm just going to, there we go, just sharpen that off a bit. So a bit more intense towards the bottom, and then less towards the middle, like that, and the same here. So you can get the idea of the different sort of tones that you might expect to get, that as you put down more layers, it's a bit darker here than here. We'll do the same with this one as well. Yeah, I had a nice family get together yesterday for my birthday. Got all sorts of presents. Got a nice scented candle which I've got in here right now. It smells lovely. I'm not burning it because I don't want to burn it at the moment, but the scent is still very it comes out just with the candle, with the lid off the tin, so just enjoying that while I'm colouring, which is rather nice. We have a colour called Brass. I am thinking maybe some stripes in brass, but just there's a gold as well, so I'm thinking if I do partly brass, partly gold, that might work well. I'm going to give it a quick sharpen. Yes, that's rather pleasant, and that was from my niece. And We've got 5. I think I just start here. And my other niece crocheted me a stuffed elephant, which was just the most cute thing. I'm going to just fade right down like that. So more intense here, and then just fade. And we're going to put some of the gold on top. So that was lovely. And yeah, my sister also got me some garden lights, and what else did she get me? She got me some sort of lavendery sleep aids, and there we go. And yes, my mum got me a I'm going to grab the gold. Oops, I can't, they're really hard to get out. There we go. So here's the gold, which I'm going to finish that bit off with. Yeah, my mum got me a silk pillowcase for trying so my hair doesn't get so frizzy when I'm in bed, and some of my favourite shower gel and a crossword book, and a cute little card all about daughters, really sweet words. You can see these are going on top of each other nicely. We'll do some blends in a bit. I mean, we're sort of blending here, but we'll try a different method once we do some flowers and things. I'm trying to leave a little white bit to make it look even more shiny. Now, the other stripe of the bee, we've got an orange here. I thought I might do it orange and yellow. I know we'll still use the same gold, but because we don't have loads of colours, but I thought it might be a bit different. Yeah, so but it was, I mean, as nice as the gifts were, it's always getting together with the family that's much more important for me. So it's rather nice. And I even got a birthday card today, and it's is it the 13th today? Yeah. So it's 3 days after my birthday, but I got a birthday card. And I had some lovely wishes, birthday wishes from all of you as well online, which was really kind of you. Thank you. And some Ko-fi donations too. Would really appreciate that, because as some of you may have spotted, I'm saving up for a new hard drive for my computer. So exciting to store videos on and stuff. And I had contributions towards that, which was so kind. And thank you all. This is gold again. I think I'm going to go over the top, because this orange is quite bright, which is actually really unusual for a metallic pencil to be that bright. But I'm thinking if I just tone it down a little bit, it might just work better for the bee. But I mean, it doesn't matter too much. It's a fantasy picture. So I just, why am I doing that one? Not concentrating on what I'm doing at all. There we go, there he is. Now here's, I'm grabbing the silver. I assume this is called silver. Oh my goodness, I'm struggling to get them out of the tin. Silver. Woo! Are you? There you are. I'm going to do his face with the silver. I haven't decided what colour to do this sort of furry rough bit. I'll have a think in a minute. So it's silver. So the eyelid first, a bit at the bottom. I think this bit would be the lightest, so. And the same with the face, probably darker at the bottom. This is quite pale, isn't it, compared to the, I guess that's what we want really, quite a contrast, because we can darken it with the darker grey. What's it called? I can't remember what it's called. Space grey, that's it. So we can darken it with the space grey. There we go. But look, we can layer it up a bit and it darkens it as well, which is always quite useful. Now, I think I'm going to actually take these out of the tin that I've used to make it a bit easier on myself. Now, I'm also going to use the silver for the wings. We're grabbing it again. These don't have numbers or anything, just for any of you who are interested. They just have names. I find it easier that way round. I do find it quite irritating when pencils just have a number and no name. I I like a name. But, you know, I'm used to it with the Staedtlers. That's what they have. I'm going to sneeze. Ooh, that was quite a loud sneeze. So yeah, I mean, like Staedtlers, they do have names, but not on the pencils. You have to look, you know, put it on a chart and whatever. And sometimes the names aren't consistent, which is a little bit frustrating. There we go. Just trying to even that out a bit. They go down quite smoothly, actually. I mean, this paper, now, Hannah's paper in her main colouring books work with any pencil, but these books are the slightly cheaper kids colouring books. The paper isn't quite the same, but the pencils seem to be going down quite smoothly. So I'm going to use the gold for this bit. I'm just going to fill it in and then decide what I'm going to do with it. Yes, so they're going down, they feel quite soft. I mean, it's wearing down quite a bit, quite quickly, but that's what you would expect with a soft pencil. And this paper's not too toothy, because obviously, well, I say obviously, a toothier paper would eat away your pencil a little bit more quickly. There we go. What I'm going to do now is use the brass, oh excuse me, to put in some shadow, so under the neck it'd be a little bit darker. We don't have any sort of black, so we just have to do the best we can. And that dark grey is probably the darkest. I'm just putting some shadow underneath these tufty bits. Tuft. That's a crossword clue this week on my crossword that I've been doing. I couldn't get it. I'm going to use the orange just to sort of tie it in with this. Just on the tips, just a little bit here and there. Well, actually on every tip. To just sort of brighten it, tie it in. All those things, give it some interest. And we have got the antenna to do. Oh, try and just blend it in. Gold's quite faint actually. I'm just going to go back. I've missed one. Going to go back over with the gold a little bit. Oops. Maybe I'm being a bit overly fussy, but I'm enjoying myself. So sorry. Yeah, it was a lovely get together. Family yesterday. There's a big group of us. So my four, and then my parents, and then my sister and husband and their two boys, and then my sister's two girls came. One boyfriend came along a bit later, so it was quite the crowd. It was lovely. Now I don't always like big groups, but when it's all people you know, it's rather nice. Now these antennae, I think I'm going to use the brass for the just to make it a little bit different. Normally I would do them the same colour as the legs, but it doesn't matter, does it? And then the tips, I think, with this, and just fade a bit. And we'll pop some gold in as well. Oh, it's lovely weather today. It's cloudy and dull. Gold. It is forecast for rain actually. I've got to go out and post some letters, but we'll see. But I'll go out a little bit later. But it was so hot yesterday, and we had massive thunderstorms, which were really fun. And my mum doesn't like them, but she seemed okay. She didn't seem too worried. I think this flower is quite pretty. I'm going to do this one. Now I'm not going to do the centre in yellow like you might be tempted, or I might be tempted to. I'm going to do it in, what have we got? I'm just looking at what we've got. We've got purple and teal, green, magenta, blush, red and cobalt. Let's do this one in purple and pink. and then we'll do a different one in some of the other colours. Let's see. So we've got purple. I'm going to do the centre in purple. I'm going to do all of it in purple. I realise we've got these dots which are different, but I'm just going to try and put a reasonably even purple layer down quite intensely. It's quite grey, this purple, isn't it? It's because of the metallic pigments, which I think are usually graphite, so I understand, and those are grey, so they make everything a bit dull, which is why the metallic pencils have a sort of dark-ish muted colour scheme, which to be honest I rather like. Okay, I'm going to go back to my space grey and just darken these dots a little bit. I think I'm going to try and make them darker on the outside, maybe not colour the very centre. Now there are lots of sets of metallic pencils out there. This is my 4th set, and I also got a single one. It's hard to decide. This is the magenta, it's the darker of the pinks. I'm going to do the base of the petals with. It's not always easy to decide which to buy. Just going to sharpen this. I've got a 12 set of Brute Funa, which are quite similar to these colour wise actually. No, got more greens actually, so not really. And I've got the castles and things. If you like the sort of muted colours of them, then that's great. But there are some people that really just don't like them very much. They aren't going to shine in the same way as a metallic pen, or even as a regular pencil with a bit of Wink of Stella on top. If you want something shiny, you know, that's another way of doing it. Or there are other things you can use. I think Sakura do a pen which you can put over things which makes it look shiny. So there are different ways to add shine. I don't think a metallic pencil is the best way to get a really shiny shine, because if I show you in the lamp, do you see where it goes lighter? That's the extent of the shine. It isn't massive, but I just particularly like this sort of slightly muted colour. It's just very different, which I enjoy. But yeah, if you want shiny shine, it's not going to get you that. But because they're pencils, you can blend them. We'll try a different blend in a bit. That was a bit messy, isn't it? We'll try blending 2 different colours together rather than just fading them. I think we did a bit down here on our bee. And see how it goes. I think blending 2 colours that are really different, like going from red to yellow to see whether we can get an orange, that's always quite a test of any pencil. We might do that in a bit. But I'm just having fun colouring my flower. So yes, it was, and husband's home today as well because it's a Monday, so it's his 2nd time of having a Monday at home. So I think he finds that better when we're out on a weekend. If you're out all day on a Sunday, then having to go to work the next day, it's a bit much. So he's rather pleased having an opportunity to have a relaxed day. Children are working now. Well, both my nieces and my nephew are all working really hard. I think yesterday was like them having a bit of a day off. My niece has got 3 essays still to do. My other niece has got 2, and my nephew's got a GCSE coming up, so they're all busy. I didn't talk to my nephew about his. He wanted to try and forget about it. I heard him say to someone who'd asked him, so I didn't talk to him about that. Now, as you can see, this isn't particularly even. This looks pinker, this looks grayer. Now this often happens with metallic pencils. Someone was actually asking me about it the other day. I'm going to try out this blush on our stars. Now I do find this happens a lot, that with a metallic pencil sometimes the pigment doesn't mix up nicely and you get a big splodge of sort of greyed graphite in the middle. Now I don't know if that happens with all brands. I've certainly had it happen with my castles, and someone said I've heard that it happened with their Brute Funas, and you can see it happening here. But I know that Derwent do a set of metallic, and Stedler. I don't have either of those. I haven't tried them out. Now Stedler is a budget brand, so I wouldn't expect I might expect it to be a bit like that and not brilliant. But Derwent, obviously they are certainly not a budget brand. I do have one Derwent metallic pencil, but I haven't tried it enough to be able to report as to how. But I know other people do. If anyone's got them, I think we'd all be quite interested in knowing how they behave. We've got this very interesting looking flower. We've got leaves on this one and I've got a green, so I'm going to do that first because I don't know what I'm doing with it. So let's do these leaves. Let's have a look at this green. I can't work with that square end. There we go, it's better. It's quite a nice green. For me anyway. Sometimes they're more of a bluey green. I guess that our teal will be. It's a bit crumbly. I think it's because I've just sharpened it. It's okay on this one though. Yeah, so we played a few games yesterday. Because my sister's boys were a bit younger. Well, one of them is 14, 13. The other one is 11, I think. Hard to remember. Yeah, it's play a few games. So we played a game called Herd Mentality. That was quite fun. Basically you had a question and you had to try and answer the same as everyone else. So it might be name a food with a hole in. Yeah, everyone said like donut, or things like that. So you had to do that. Was quite fun. And then we played a card game. I can't remember what it's called. That wasn't so much fun. I like strategy games where there's a lot of tactics, and we didn't really have that with the card game. So it was a bit more luck than anything else. So wasn't not so much for me. But anyway, it's nice doing things all together, although not everyone joined in. My one niece went to bed for a bit because she'd been working until 5 AM, so she was tired. Now I have a red. I think I'm going to try the red out on the petals. I don't know what to do with that flower centre. Red. I'm tempted to do it in yellow because I've only got a blue and a teal left, and I don't think they're going to match the this red. Oh, excuse me, I got hiccups. Anyway. Yeah, my niece is looking for a flat. She's about to finish her uni course. Her and her boyfriend. They think they found somewhere, so that's really good. And then my other niece is the same age as my boy, so she's just about to finish her first year, so she's found a new student accommodation to move into, so that's good. And yeah, it's all they're doing very well. And my husband was talking to my sister's husband about their sort of online projects. Like my husband is selling his art, and he's doing a few things today actually, apparently, with it. I don't know. I think he's doing a new set of bookmarks, which is quite exciting because what he's done, he was doing some practice painting yesterday for this. Lovely. So anyway, we'll see. I think I'm going to leave that centered because I'm not going to colour the whole page with you, because we're just trying to test out the pencils. So I'll probably do that in some of these yellows. But this one we'll do, we'll try out the teal and the blue first, and then we'll do a few blends, I think. I'm just not sure where to use the teal. Anyway, here is the cobalt. I'm going to do these petals on this level. So I'm going to layer it up around the centre a little bit first. See, with a metallic pencil, the more you layer, the more metallic it looks, because you get more of the shiny pigment down on the paper. But you can fade it down like I am here, so I've got a more intense bit in the middle and less towards the edge to get a, you know, a more interesting effect on your petal. So it's sort of, you're sort of sacrificing the shine, but you're getting a more interesting look to your plant. So it's sort of, you know, a matter of deciding how you want to do it. I mean, they're quite nice. Metallic pencil's quite nice for like a mandala or something like that, where you're just blocking in your colour usually. Don't have to, it's how I tend to do them. And so that, there we go, there's our blue. It's quite just a standard mid-blue colour. And the last one we're going to try is the teal. Now I think I'm going to not do it, I don't know if it's going to go with that blue. I'm going to do it on here. I don't know where. Stars. I don't know why. Well, that's a nice colour. It really is very much blue though. So I've decided not to do this one the same as the other one. I want to just make it bright and colourful. But what I am going to do is to add a bit of darker colour. I'm going to go back to this blue actually and add a little bit to darken a few bits here, and then on these tips. And what I'm going to do on this one is we're going to mix a couple of colours. I'm going to mix the pink and purple, I think. Whoops, dropping them. So here it's our magenta and purple. We're going to try and mix them up on a petal, and I'm going to do one petal. So here, so I'm going to put down a nice layer of purple, and then start to fade it here down and overlap the centre a bit like that. So just fade it down, and then take our magenta. We're going to come from the top downwards and see whether we can get sort of pretty mix. I think they work together quite nicely. I'm going to go back to my purple a little bit. And then back to my magenta. Yeah, I think they go quite well. And also, lastly, I'm going to try a red and gold. The red and gold, where should we try that? I think we'll try it on this one. And I'll do a red near the middle. I'm just really interested to see whether it goes orange. And fade it, like we did with the other ones, so just over halfway. because I'm wondering whether we can sort of make extra colours. I mean, I realise we've got an orange, but yeah, it could be fun to play around and see what we can get. Just intensify around here a bit. There we go. And then go over with our gold. There's something that you can do with, we're going to layer it up a bit more, so I'm not going to judge it quite yet. Something you can do with metallic pencils and mix them with metallic pens or sparkly pens. It does show up the fact that the pencils aren't quite as metallic as the pens, but I don't think that matters. I rather like it, you know, can outline it with a metallic pen or something. I might have a play with that myself. So I'm going to intensify this red here, then take it out here a bit and see. It hasn't really gone orange, I don't feel. I feel that they haven't really mixed in that way. And this is a gold and not a yellow. Obviously we don't have a yellow. But I think they still work together. There we go. But it is a bit more faded than the red here, but it's quite pinky red as well, isn't it? There we go. I am going to leave it here. I've tried them all out. I've shown you how they blend. Now I got no idea how much they were, because I say they were a gift. I will have a look when I put it in the description, I'm sure, because I'm nosy like that. But I do feel that they're pretty impressive. They're quite soft, as you can, you know, they give quite a nice colour range, that sort of thing. So yeah. So yeah, I will have fun with those anyway. I certainly know that. I do enjoy. Oh, we used the blush. Yeah, we did. It was there, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, so there we are. Yeah, thank you for watching. I'm going to finish this page and post it at the end, and I'm going to probably try a few different blends as well. On different colours on the different flowers, so if you wait till the end and look at the picture, you'll be able to see. I'll try and remember to keep the picture there for a few seconds, so a bit longer, so you can have a good look at it and see what you think. I'm going to try a few blues and greens too, to try and get some different green tones and maybe some gold and green on some of these sort of leafy bits, so that'll be interesting. So I will play around with it a little bit more. But I think there's enough there for you to be going along with. But thank you for watching. I hope that you have a really super day, and happy colouring.